Hey, what's up guys? This is Pete here from 321natural.blogspot.com. Just want to talk today real quick about where did coronavirus come from and does it really matter? I guess the first thing to do would be to look at the facts. And the first fact is that when scientists kind of broke down the coronavirus and looked at the DNA sequence, there was a 96% match to virus that was found in bats in a cave in Yunnan, China. The origins question, whether or not it matters, is the other question, because there have been viruses that have originated in the US, there have been viruses that have originated in China and other countries in Middle East, and usually it's tied to some sort of animal agriculture, factory farming, inhumane conditions, animals being too close to each other. And this is not exclusively a Chinese problem. This happens throughout the world. It happens in the United States. In a sense, it's a global issue, the way that we're treating animals, the way that we're confining animals into small cages. And it's just, to me, a recipe for a disaster. I think some of it is water under the bridge at this point. And right now, I think we do have to come together in a sense and figure out the best ways to combat this. And I think diet is probably number one. Getting our blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease under control. Those are probably some of the bigger risk factors as far as coronavirus goes. And number two, I think supplementation as a preventative measure. Taking our zinc, taking our vitamin C, vitamin D, and then there's two other pretty important supplements that aren't often mentioned. Number one would be quercetin, or quercetin, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but this is kind of a famous supplement for people who have asthma. The reason quercetin is so powerful is it acts as a zinc ionophore, which is the same function that hydroxychloroquine uses to get zinc into the cells. And the other supplement is NAC, N-A-C, and NAC tends to reduce symptoms of the common flu, but it had a really powerful effect reducing symptoms of SARS-1, that came out in the early 2000s. So again, those 5 supplements: vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, quercetin, and NAC. And I think taking those as preventative, not necessarily as a cure, but as a preventative measure. I'm not a huge fan of the blame game personally. I think we can learn from these mistakes. It is just a terrible travesty and a tragedy how animals are treated throughout the world. I mean, I'm not totally against people eating meat or anything like that. Personally, I don't. But there are ways to do it better. For people that do choose to eat meat, there are ways to create humane conditions for animals, give them more space. So this type of stuff won't happen as much. Just treat them with dignity and respect, and just give them the best possible life that they can live, so they're not trading viruses with other species, and this is just going to happen again. And instead of playing, I guess the blame game of where did it get started from, where did it originate, we got to do prevention so this doesn't happen again. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I think that's more true in this case than any other case. And also just eating better, eating, I would say personally, whole foods, plant-based diet for the majority. If you choose to include some animal foods, make sure they're humanely sourced as much as possible. Free range is better, grass-fed is better, wild caught is better. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And thanks for checking this out. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.